All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slam. Check 99. Check 99. Ozzy. Kill.
Shadow.
Hey, turn it up.
Go Bandit.
Alert 3. Say. He's checking. Let me kill.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones.
Switch it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Hatch it. Check three, check three, check three.
Check it, reload.
Tighten up. Shift.
Hey, Alabama.
Check 43.
Sugar.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 27, Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Hey, Haywood.
Hold this. 36.
Let's go on. No, 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn it up.
To throw again, Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
On first down, Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch, switch, switch. Hey, hey, watch that, watch that. Roll it back, roll it back. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Kelly, don't let Kelly.
Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know you miss.
7-7, our score after 1.
In with the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Shift, over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ricky. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, 66.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Switch up, switch up. 72. Alpha.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A gain there of 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 24. Check 24. Check 26. Check 26. Joker, joker. Joker. Hey, check it. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check it. Reload.
On 1st down, Jones. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a play fake, Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's Alpha. Rush in. Rush in. Hey,
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Go, Bandit. You got 3 down, 3 down. Go, go. 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Hey, Mike 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this 2nd one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead
and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down, Packers.
Mike, 319. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Notice 50. Hey, you block over here.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
58. 54. Jump out. Jim.
On third down, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Topper! Check 31, check 30.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 24-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but His team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Hey, Alabama.
Here's Brady to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Green 18. Check. Watch 54. Not here. Mike 5-4. Green 18.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Check out read.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
What we got? So, Mike. Back north. Mike 51. You're not ready.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down.
They still playing soft. Hey, flag. Right now, you got 58. Watch the safety creep. Check. Inside. Mike 51. 58.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers, and able to find Graham, complete. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. We got double up. Sponge. See Mike. No. Shift. Recon, 132 fighter. Slam.
They'll go again to Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And he's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Hey, 66. Bravo. 53, Linda. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Buzz.
Hey, Mike, 20, Mike.
Check it.
Let's go, defense.
Regular.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 9. Plant. White left.
Motion. Bang.
Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting there to get a hand in.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 51 yards. On first down, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
319. Watch the run.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. Levante David in on the tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by Howard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll wind up up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
It's our time. It's our time.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is caught by Evans. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Hey, come on now, come on now.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Green Bay, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.